Hello guys, welcome back to Celebrity Lifestyle, where we give you the right update and all of what you would like to know. So if you're new here, or if at all you're just passing by for the first time, please take some minutes of your time to subscribe, like, comment and hit the notification button so that you don't miss in any of my upload. Queen Elizabeth II, relaxation and peace. In my existence and joy, I can simplest don't forget one British monarch, Queen Elizabeth II. She reigned as queen from 1952 to 2022, having celebrated her platinum jubilee, 70 years as queen, in advance this year's. I became 5 years vintage whilst she ascended to the throne in 1952. During her reign, she had 15 top ministers, her first being Sir Winston Churchill. When she have become queen, Joseph Stalin dominated the Soviet Union, which doesn't even exist anymore, and Harry Truman became president of the United States. When Queen Elizabeth ascended the throne, Great Britain became inside the doldrums economically, having emerged as a successful kingdom in World War II, however essentially bankrupt financially, exacerbated through having elected a socialist Labour government in 1945. At the time of her ascension to the throne, few could have expected the relatively wealthy kingdom Britain have become for the duration of her 70-year reign. Winston Churchill, top minister at the start of her reign, speculated that she may start a second Elizabethan age relating to Elizabeth I or Elizabeth the Great, the Tudor monarch, who presided over Britain's upward push to being an outstanding power. Queen Elizabeth I's existence became one in every of obligation and provider to her us of A. Even earlier than her father's death, she had promised Britain and the Commonwealth that my complete existence, be it lengthy or short, can be dedicated for your provider. That is a promise she saved faithfully and well. The Queen became a severe and devoted Christian, and her religion guided her existence. Her existence have become an inspiring instance of an existence lived and provider to her countrymen and the British Commonwealth. Great Britain became certainly lucky to have Elizabeth II as its monarch for those beyond 7 decades. She had an superb instance to observe with inside the provider of her father, King George VI, 1936 to 1952, and her mom, Queen Elizabeth, in comparison to the puerile selfishness of her uncle, the abdicated King Edward VIII, January 1936 December 1936. During the peak of the Blitz, whilst London became being bombed nightly through German bombers and Buckingham Palace itself were hit, Queen Elizabeth I's mom became requested if Princesses Elizabeth and Margaret had been going to be evacuated to a more secure location. She famously replied, "The princesses will now no longer go away without me, and I won't go away without the king, and the king will in no way go away." Winston Churchill stated that announcement by myself became really well worth 5 divisions of infantry in what it did for British morale at an important time in World War II. Elizabeth II became very near her parents, and he or she found out a brilliant feel of obligation and provider from them. As a father of daughters, I became especially touched through a letter her father, King George VI, wrote to his daughter upon her marriage to Prince Philip. I lived in Oxford, England, for 3 years, 1972 to 1975, and that enjoy gave me a brand new appreciation for the way the British human beings felt approximately their queen. I pastored a small British Baptist church for the duration of my tenure at Oxford University, and the club of the church consisted actually of butchers and bakers and candlestick makers. These salt of the earth not unusual place peoples cherished their queen as you would like a fave aunt or grandmother. As head of state, however now no longer the top of government, which belonged to the top minister, she became above politics and became visible because the image of the us of a for all her subjects. This is a power of the monarchy gadget. The unsolvable problem with hereditary monarchies, even constitutional ones, is that in case you get a terrible monarch, the gadget fails badly. An actually terrible monarch, George III, is what impelled our forefathers to claim their independence from the British Crown, issuing a lengthy bill of indictment explaining. The history of the existing King of Great Britain is a history of repeated accidents and usurpations, all having in direct object the establishment of an absolute tyranny over those states. The British human beings and freedom-loving human beings round the sector had been certainly lucky to have had one of these devoted and beneficent monarch as Queen Elizabeth II for those beyond 70 years. Seldom has a kingdom been higher or greater self-sacrificially served than they had been through the second Elizabeth.